Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, it's Bertrude, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're using a build that when he's not working in the mines or up in the mountains, smashing up big rocks, he likes nothing better than hunting lonely horse in the lands between. This is the Mage Miner. So this is another one of my level 30 builds. We've got 26 figure, 22 strength and 17 intelligence. The strength and the intelligence are the main two stats on the build. If we look at our flask, we're also boosting our strength with the strength knot for 10 extra, and then we're also using the intelligence knot for 10 extra intelligence, which allows us to use all of the spells we want to use on the build. This character also utilises the magic throwing pots. They get me a lot of kills throughout the video, and we're also using some boiled crab for the damage negation. The absolute main two aspects of the build are our main weapon, which is the pickaxe, and that's equipped with the Ash of War, Waves of Darkness. And then the second part of the build, we need to drink our flask, which allows us to use a spell, the Rock Blaster. These two things together are what make up the whole character of the Mage Miner. The Rock Blaster is the main spell on the build, but we do have some other options for a bit of added utility. These include the Carrion Piercer, we've also got the Glint Blade Phalanx, and then we've also got spells such as the Glintstone Pebble. We also have some other weapon options on the build, the main one being Centrina's Sword. We can do a really nice little combo with this, putting him to sleep with the sword, and then follow that up with the Rock Blaster, which just makes the Rock Blaster easier to land. As well as this, we also have the Broadsword, which is equipped with the Glintstone Pebble Ash of War, which can come in really handy. And then finally we also have the War Pick, which is equipped with Storm Stomp. This can be really good for using the Storm Stomp and then comboing it into some of our spells. And the last thing to mention about the build is that we're using the Digger Staff, which boosts the damage of our Rock Blaster spell. And that's everything I wanted to say about the build, guys. That pretty much sums it all up. It's a really fun one and it's a really cool playstyle. Anyway guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. Channel's been doing really good lately, we're well on our way to 1,000 subs. Anyway, you lot sit back, get your feet up and enjoy the video. We engage this duo in our first invasion with some of our utility spells there. This is why I've got the long range option with the spells, just so I can do a bit of harassing in between the close combat fighting. It's good to have on the build, but I try not to abuse the pew pews too much because we all know that no one likes a mage who plays in that way. You'll see a few times throughout the video that it is pretty essential to have the Waves of Darkness on the pickaxe. It's just good when you're fighting more than one person and you're getting pressured really hard. The Waves of Darkness is a really good get off me button, and it buys you a bit of space, makes them back up and gets you a bit of time to heal when you need it. And now we'll miss there with the magic throwing pot. I absolutely love having this option on the build with the throwing pots, especially at low level. They do quite a lot of damage, usually even more than your actual weapons do, and they get you a lot of kills. If that one would have hit on that occasion, that would surely have killed the horse, but it doesn't matter because we managed to kill him straight after. I spawned into this invasion right outside Renala's fog wall, and the first thing I thought that these two were going to do was leg it to the fog wall, go into the boss fight and leave me there sucking my thumb. So the first thing I did was rush to the fog door and put myself between the boss fight and these two so that they had no choice but to fight me. This was a really good fight with a couple of good parries until the host disgracefully decided to quit just because I killed this summon. Deservedly, he gets the point down. This is a really good invasion to showcase just how much fun level 30 invasions can be. I've invaded these two and they're both using quite honest setups. I think they're quite early on in the playthrough, or at least it seems that way, as they're not doing a lot of damage to me. But to be honest, I'm not doing a lot of damage to them either. They're just running at me with absolute aggression, balls to the wall, and I absolutely love it. Like I say, it just shows how much fun a level 30 invasion can be when you've got people who are using quite honest setups and they're using summons that aren't massively overleveled. What a great invasion that was, so much fun. I managed to catch the horse with the carrying piercer and I finished him off with a magic throwing pot. Just a really fun invasion and I've got to respect the aggression. Well played boys, what a good fight that was. Now then guys, remember at the start of the video when I said that I don't like to abuse the long range spells because nobody likes a mage who just spams the pew pew spells? Well, I don't think this guy agrees with that statement. But you remember what we say about mages guys? Typical mage, no vigour, no balls, and to be honest, no brains. So we're going to take this guy out with a couple of magic throwing pots, then we're going to focus on the host, take him out as well. Now I'm going to be absolutely honest guys, I knew that the horse was around here somewhere, but that made me absolutely shit myself at the time. I was not ready for that big double plunging attack, even though they didn't manage to hit me. It was obviously planning that for a while. Like I say, it didn't quite work out, but it worked out in making me poo myself. This turned out to be quite an awkward little fight in this room. These two aren't doing a hell of a lot of damage to me, but they are staggering the life out of me with the fast attacks on the weapons, and we've got the horse using the dagger who's clearly fishing for a backstab, which would have done a lot of damage to me if he managed to land it. Now the sensible thing to do would have been to run out into the square and look for a bit of PvE support and give myself a bit of space. But you know, that is something I will do in my invasions, but it's not something I always like to do. Sometimes I think if you start a fight in a location and both parties are well up for the scrap, you know, in the spirit of the game, in the spirit of invading, it's sometimes good to stick to that area and finish the fight the way it started. That was just a great invasion, even though I needed to go and change my boxes afterwards. Like I say, when you're both up for a good old scrap in a tight little room, it sometimes makes for the best invasions. Now this invasion is well and truly a lesson in making sure that your opponents are dead before you take your focus off them. This was a really good invasion, but I make a split second mistake that cost me dearly. Let's just watch the invasion for now and see how it plays out. So you can probably see that this is quite a tense fight. The host is fat rolling, but he's using Storm Stomp on his twin blade, and the summon is being ultra aggressive, and it's causing for a bit of a tense fight. So, you know, we're doing okay for now, but it's in the balance. Now this is where my big mistake in the invasion happens. I finally managed to get the upper hand on the summon, I put him to sleep, I land the Rock Blaster, I get a really nice parry on him, and right there, I think he's dead. I take my focus off him for 1 second, and I notice he's still alive. He manages to roll away and get the heal. And just like that, I've let them both regroup. They come at me with everything they've got, and then I'm in real trouble, and that's the invasion done. I'm sure that's nothing new for you guys. If you've been invading for any length of time, I'm sure that's happened to you before. God knows it's happened to me loads of times. But it's always just a good little lesson. Always try and make sure that the summon's dead before you take your focus off him to go and try and kill the host. I'm in Red Main Castle for this invasion, and this is another one that's going to demonstrate just how valuable the magic throwing pots are on this build, and on all builds to be honest, especially at low level like I said earlier. You'll see the summon here is using the Waves of Gold, which is just a nightmare to deal with, but because of the throwing pots I'm able to get some big damage on him. I eat a bit of damage myself on that second Waves of Gold, but we managed to take him out, and now we don't have to deal with that annoying weapon art. This horse though absolutely infuriated me. He managed to land a really nice parry on me there. We were having a good little scrap, and then if you keep watching, he just starts acting a bit weird, a bit uninterested, and inevitably I just know what's coming. I honestly just don't get it, guys. I don't know why they do this. He's right next to a grace, it may as well just fight. But no, just because we're getting the upper hand, he quits. And the point down there, specially reserved on all builds for players who quit mid-fight. This is a lot more like it. We have a really good one-on-one scrap with this guy, and I absolutely love his build. He's using the great axe and a shield. Absolute boss man. We have a really good scrap, and it's a really good way to end the video. I hope you've had a good time watching, guys. Like I said, this is unfortunately the last invasion of the video. I absolutely love this character, just a really fun playstyle. Anyway guys, if you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. As I said, the channel's doing really well, and I just appreciate you all so much. Every time I get a new comment or a new like on a video, it really spurs me on to make the next one and make it to the same standard. But you guys look after yourself, take it easy, and I'll see you next time.